Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are in the Holy Mountain between the first and second zones. We have set up our wands. We have a very rapid spark bolt wand here. We built from our original wand onto our bomb wand. It does have some pretty bad mana to it. As you can see, it runs out, but it fires about as fast as the first wand does when it's out of mana. So it's not too bad. And for that reason, we will continue to use it. But we do have this nice perk here, Tinker with Wands Everywhere. That's going to allow us to make changes as we go through the game. Keep in mind that this is not a common perk, but it is a very helpful perk. Some will say it's the best in the game. I think there are better, but it's up there for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. And you'll see what happens as we come out of here. There's a trigger about here that causes the Holy Mountain to collapse. You can see these red particles. If I were to go back in there, these particles would do damage to me. Now, these do go away after a short amount of time, but basically, you do not want to go back in there for a short amount of time after this collapses. So keep that in mind. We're going to enter the second zone, the coal pits. Alright, so coal pits has a lot of coal, as you managed to figure out, no doubt. With this wand, we are much better at killing things. Well, we can get through here with this wand pretty quickly. You do want to be careful of what it leaves behind. It does leave behind some toxic, and getting that toxic on you can hurt. Little lake here. Sometimes it pays off to check the lakes. We do see that there's something on the other side. I'm kind of interested. Let's see if we can get through here. So this is not as easy to get through. But you can see it is making a little bit of progress. I find it interesting that it's doing some damage to something. I don't know what it's doing damage to, but clearly it thought that something was evil and needed killing in there. But you can see very quickly we're running out of mana. We're almost completely out at this point, so with us being out of mana, we're going to go back the other way and just try to get around the long way. Now, you will find spells in this game that will allow you to dig through that very fast, so be on the lookout for stuff like that in your travels. Rocks can be kicked. Rocks can also be used offensively. Hey, what'd I tell you about checking pools? This one has some heart in it. Ooh, look over there. That looks like a wand. So we're going to take note of this guy here. If you recall, this guy nearly ended my run on floor 1. But we're just going to shoot his toe a bit, and he'll be fine. Now watch out, make sure nothing jumps at you from above. That's a mine. Check out what happens when you hit it. Nice explosion. There's also these things around here that also explode. Leave behind a bit of a crater. Those craters can be useful getting through sometimes, but not this time. And I don't know if this is going to help me get through. This is pretty thin, but this is also underwater, and that's really hard to get any momentum to get something like that working. I still am noting that the screen is shaking, which makes me wonder if there's an enemy with something dangerous. Okay, there's something going on down here. These guys are not happy with each other. I don't know what they're doing. This guy's about to throw bombs. Oh, he did not. I was expecting it. There it is. That guy's not the smartest guy in the world. Killed that guy pretty quick. This guy is really wanting to ruin my day with these bombs. But I will not let him. Instead, I'm going to let this guy ruin my day with his death blood. But it's fine. We are doing just fine. Only lost a little bit of HP. Look out. We can get some of our water back here because there's a nice reservoir of it. This is actually where we were, so we kind of did the big loop. We haven't even looked at that wand yet, that we came all this way to check out. So let's go ahead and just be super cautious. Like I said, I play this game in a super cautious way. Sometimes it's the best way to get through the game. Got a lot of coal in the way here, but if we get rid of the coal, we'll be able to get up here and check out this wand. And we have some interesting stuff on this wand. It's a very fast wand, but Like some of the other ones we found, it's got very poor mana recharge, so we're not going to be able to use this wand despite the really fast speed. It's got something interesting on it, this horizontal path. This has been buffed slightly. It does 8 damage, but unfortunately it will cause one of the spells, and I'll demonstrate here real quick. I'm going to shoot this straight up. You can see a couple of them are going sideways. Those are the ones that have the plus 8 damage. Useful in some situations, but not the situation that we're in at the moment. We're going to put these all away and kind of ignore the wand. Also, by the way, we can do stuff like this with our little laser that we got. It's a very slow laser. Ooh, we have another wand over here. Guarded by some rats, but we can take care of those pretty easily. This one has an always cast fire trail on it. And more bubble sparks. We can make use of a large number of bubble sparks. Come on, little buddy. You know what? Just do that. That's interesting. Some rats over there just chilling. I hit those guys with lasers too. Keep in mind that the this particular spell is not normally a laser. It's the always cast ping pong path that's on it that makes it work the way it is working right now. And it is extremely useful with certain spells, such as the spell I'm using with it. Didn't want that to happen. Ended up smacking myself in the face. Want to get some of this water in here. We did get a little bit of fire in there, so we're just going to spit that back out. Pick up a little more gold. So we found a couple wands, but my goal here is to find a better wand. Something that can replace my main wand. This wand will take me... It'll help me finish this floor, for sure. But it's not going to really help us in the next zone. Explosions going on here. What's up, guy? I see you down there. Oh, okay, that bat is angry. We're gonna let him come up here, and we're gonna try to make him read a book. Yeah. You saw that your eyes did not deceive you. That was over 480 HP. Unfortunately, we lost our levitation there. So we're not going to get the gold from that. We're going to have to play a little defensively for a bit. I'm going to use this to try to do massive damage to the enemies I'm facing. You can see it's slow, but it has a very long range and is quite effective. So you kind of saw how I got into a bad situation there, and the first thing that I thought of doing was getting out of there. Just trying to put distance between the enemies, and then dealing with them separately. You're going to get into situations like this all the time in this game, guaranteed. So it's going to take some time, of course, to learn how to deal with all those situations, but it's quite rewarding when you figure it out. This game does have a fairly steep learning curve, something to keep in mind. So we were up here. We're kind of trying to make our way to the left here. Let's see if I can pick up some gold out of that. Looks like I can. There's some explosions happening. Oh, it's right here, too. So something set off all that gunpowder that was sitting in this area. Sometimes this can reveal something below it, but not this time. There's more of it over here, so we got everywhere right now. Let's head up here. We don't want anything surprising us from above. Blow this up to be safe. We do like taking care of explosions. Oh, this guy's annoying. I kind of want to show what he does, but at the same time, I don't. So let's just practice some social distancing, and yeah, that's what he does. He throws a flask that explodes. Which can be pretty awful if it explodes on your face, so something you gotta be really careful of. I do want to get some vision in here. Vision, very important in this game. I think we saw another bat over there. I'm going to release these and see if that will do something, but no, it doesn't look like it does. And yeah, there's another bat. We'll deal with this the same way we did the last one. Well, guess he doesn't want to come back and play. I didn't do a whole lot to him. He's just sitting down there. I'm gonna try to take care of him the easy way. Got a couple of these guys. The fireflies that we call Pigatuli carpinum, the Finnish name for them. A favorite in the community. They're kind of cute. But they also have curious blood. Lava. And lava, when combined with certain materials in this game, can be annoying. We saw the interaction between lava and blood. Lava and water has a good interaction where you can create rock that you can stand on as well. The volcanic rock from the blood was cool. But when combined with lava and toxic sludge, you get this very annoying toxic rock substance. We actually saw a little toxic rock generated in 4.1 that can do massive damage if you stand on it. So I like to separate my Pikus from these little slime bags there. And for that reason, we do not want to use this wand against the Pikus, because that will just auto-create the sludge that we're trying to avoid. So we can just kind of reach out and touch them with our laser. This laser's working really good now. It's going to fall off late game because it is slow, and things can take way more than 10 points of damage a hit. Some of the end games will have hundreds, if not thousands, of HP. But for now, 10 a shot will do, and even outright kill some guys. Oh, let's be careful here. We got a little bit of toxic poison air coming up here. And that can also do damage to you, albeit not quite as fast. We can see the toxic rocks right there. Gotta be careful with that. A little gold here. We can check to see if there's a treasure chest up there real quick. We had a formation very similar to this a little earlier on, and you will start noticing certain formations such as this one. And it's very useful to know them and know what can spawn. No chests today, but certainly worth checking. We didn't spend any resources to do so. And I'm going to try to get in here to pick up a little extra gold, though. As we continue to make our way to the left here, we want to be mindful of how far to the left we're going, because if you go too far to the left, you enter a new zone called the Fungal Caverns, and that's a pretty dangerous place. And I imagine on this new build, it's probably way more dangerous than it used to be. So we're going to be careful not to go that way if we can avoid it. We'll head up this way instead. And try to continue to go to the left here. This is kind of where things got a little crazy for a little while. It's all fine now. We're able to pick up a little bit of gold there. That's nice. You can probably fill up as well. That's good. There's Piku. Just reach out and touch him like that. Some bats coming in. Okay, it's going to be a little hard to get to. But we were able to make it work by covering that lava with water. We have another wand over here we want to check out. But we have made the fungal caves, folks. So, yeah, this guy's dangerous. Respect the guy coming up from behind me here. He's shooting acid at me. That differs from toxic sludge in a very important way. It will caustically destroy anything it touches, including you. So we're going to just go kind of let him bleed out there, and now that he's gone, we can go ahead and pick up our gains. But he's one of the enemies that can spawn in the fungal caves. He can also spawn in the first zone as well. Hello. Take him out. Is that rat alive? I don't think it is. I am stuck. This happens occasionally. It's unfortunate when it does, but that rat is dead. Alright, so something killed that rat. There's some lava down here, so let's just kind of do that. And we do not want to go in the fungal caves. We do not have the ability to deal with the fungal caves, at least as it was in the previous patch. I would want to be a little more powerful with a better wand that's going to allow me to shoot fast without running out of mana before I dealt with something as dangerous as fungal. Oh, this wand is actually pretty good and will keep us very safe. But we don't want to press our luck. We just saw a guy teleport away, and he teleported over here, actually. We can try to do something with him, but he's just going to probably teleport away. No, we actually got him! But we do have to be careful because he bleeds a very certain substance called teleportium. Want to get rid of this guy because he also shoots acid. This guy makes things invisible. Get rid of him is good. This rat. And we're gonna get out of here because fungal caverns are... Oh, and it said the air is humid too. That's a new thing to this patch, where the zones will have certain effects to them. Call them curses from games like Isaac. Same thing. Different game. So, I'm going to do something a little ill-advised here. We're going to blow up this thing here, try to make a hole, and that is exactly what I wanted to have happen there. I was able to see just enough in there to know that there's an explosive that would allow me to get in by triggering it. Get this thing out of here. And then we'll see if there's something up here somewhere, but I'm not very confident we're going to find anything. You have to be careful because we are close to the fungal caves. This is new. I want to go back and check that out. Let's this guy. He thinks he's being clever by being invisible, but I think I'm being clever by making him dead. There's something else invisible in here, so we have to be careful. This is a thing that happens in this game. There are enemies that will make other enemies invisible. Let's get rid of them. This is... what kind of substance? Diamond brickwork. That's new. Something that we have not seen in the game prior to this. And there's another bat sitting there. Fortunately, we took care of him. I'll make sure we're not getting snuck up on by anything else, so I have no idea what the diamond brickwork is. And perhaps that's something that's difficult to cut through. Maybe we can try it. Of course, I don't want to anger Steve either. We'll talk about Steve if we run across him, but typically you do not want to mess with the Holy Mountain. You don't want to change the structure of the Holy Mountain in any way if you're not prepared to deal with the consequences. And those consequences come in the form of someone we casually know as Steve. Stivari is his actual name. He's a little tough. Some say nigh unkillable. But we know better. It just takes preparation to be able to off an enemy of that caliber. So let's see if we can make it up to the right here. We explored all the way to the left. We're going to go all the way to the right now. We haven't found much in the way of wands. All the wands we found have been kind of garbage. Tell we've been here once already. We're really hoping to find something new. I'll kind of go around, down and around to the right if we can. And if we can't, we're going to have to make our own way through. And right now, it's looking like we might end up having to make our own way through. I did not realize that this was potentially cut off from the right side entirely. Like, we're now going left when we're wanting to go right. Although, here's a place we haven't been yet, so let's give it a little respect. Just make sure there's nothing angry in here. Got a mine here, but we can trigger it. Another friend down here. Give him a bad day and pick up his gold, but let's not burn ourselves while we do it. Still have very good HP. 119 is a lot. It's gonna try to wreck us, but no such. Ooh, that was close. Unfortunately for him, we're able to get out of there. Oof. This guy's being tricky. We got him. And that will give us more gold there. Got our holy mountain down here, but we want to continue to the right. We want to see if we can't find more wands. Our wand luck has not been very good so far. Ooh, look out. We're able to save ourselves by very quickly lasering that enemy. And he didn't get a shot off. That enemy will lunge at you in a melee attack. That can be pretty annoying. I would like to get into here, but it's a little tight right now, so what I'm going to do is use our laser. Oh, hold on. We have a friend. He's trying to be friendly. He's now dead. Come back. Want my gold. I'm so slow. Keep in mind that you'll have various types of liquids staining you. That's what these are technically called, or stains. And slime is known for slowing you down. So just gotta be careful with that. So let's try this again. Hopefully with no surprises this time. Let's spend a little bit of time making some room so that we can get in here and say hi to this guy. Ooh, he didn't like that, did he? Doesn't matter, he's dead. Looks like there's more to check out this way, so we'll continue to do this. Realize we were cutting through here. Ooh, can't get through. There we go. That's kind of neat. Got him. Uh-oh. He tried. We got him before he could do anything. This one's actually turning out to be really good. And this thing that doesn't even know we're here, and he's just getting wrecked. So, pretty good kill on what is a sometimes tough to deal with enemy. We were able to make it work. Alright. So if we want to continue, we need to go through here. Fortunately, we have tools to do that with. And we have Piku up here. Actually, that's not Piku, that's a adult. Adults are not Pikus. Pikus are the kids. Alright, with those guys out of the way, let's try getting him again. There you go, got him. Of course, his lava blood is causing a bit of a problem, but we like fire around here. A couple guys in here to deal with. Just continue practicing our standard social distancing protocols and we'll be fine. Maybe something above us here, we saw something fall. But no, it's just condensing water. Oh, there's a wand there. Someone was playing with a wand and did not like the results. So we pre-fill the area with water so that immediately turns into water from the toxic sludge that it starts as. Let's get this out of here in case someone decides to join us. Well, this is a very unusual wand. Something that we have not seen prior to this is a wand with more charge speed than it has maximum mana. Very interesting. I would like to take this because of the fact that it's got some stuff on it that's pretty neat. Namely this thing. It also has summon eggs. It summons a friendly creature. I do not want that to be a problem, so we're just going to straight up get rid of that. And then keep that. And the wand's probably not going to get used, unfortunately, because it has a very high recharge time. anything over half a second is hard to deal with without the right spells, and we do not have the right spells. But it's interesting because this is that's pretty exciting to me because that's a new class of wands in the game that have low total mana, but very, very high recharge. You can make some good stuff happen with that on wands that have better recharge time. If those exist, they may not. Those may very specifically have high recharge times for the explicit purpose of, you cast it once and see what happens. So unfortunately, we're not really finding anything good in terms of wands. We are finding a jumpy boy down there. Oh, can't get through that. Last guy's not even a threat. Take him out. Keep going. Let's refill the water. Come at this from... Oh, can't come at it from above. Well, we can if we do this. Nothing over here. Continue to move down. Moss just piling up here. That's interesting. Don't normally see that in this zone. This guy out of the way. Oh, look out. That guy wanted to make a statement. Take out a whole bunch of guys here. Just look out. That can hurt quite a lot if you're not ready for it. Want to get this guy's attention, and we did, and we killed him. I don't know what this guy's doing over here. A little bit of upwelling on the gold there. Oh, hold on. Let's get the sledge off us. Let's see if we can't find anything quickly up this way. Oh, this just takes us back to where we just were. So the answer is no. Can't find anything new here. Finish us off by killing that guy. Mix that up nice and good so that there's no toxic left. And I guess that's it. We really don't have any way to go to the fungals. That guy's in an odd spot. Let's see if we can't get him out of there. A little bit of lava never hurt anyone. Yeah, that guy's kind of in a bad spot, isn't he? Poor guy. Have to try to put him out of his misery. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to move on to the next floor, but we did not find much. A little concerned for the next floor, but we'll see what this holy mountain has to offer us as we go in and check it out. We're going to pick up our full health refill here. We did not use any spells on that floor, so we don't need to pick up the spell refresher. We're just going to skip right over that, and immediately I see something that interests me. Well, that does interest me. The quadruple spell. That will allow us to cast 4 spells, but we need some more stuff for that to work. We have this here, which is blood. That could be useful if we had unlimited spells, but we don't at this time. But the Circle of Vigor is nice because that allows you to stand in a circle and receive massive healing. We have some things here to look at. Trick Blood Money, Concentrated Spells, and Gas Fire. If this wasn't one of the best perks in the game, I might play around with Gas Fire and see if that is. But we're going to take Trick Blood Money. Let me grab that. I'm considering also taking the Magic Arrow, but I don't know what I'd use it on at this time. I feel like we kind of go into the next zone with what we have, and just deal with it, really. Another thing that we could do that would be interesting is see if we couldn't put a bunch of these on here. This would be a very suspect play, but this would only be useful with something like homing. But if we also put this on here, I mean, we could just get a lot of them at once, right? You know, so it always ends in the same spell combo. So I don't know if I really want to do that. Because I don't feel like that adds anything to the build. But we do have this here. The Circle of Vigor is definitely going to help us out. I'm trying to think if there's anything we can do to improve our build right now, but I don't see anything that's going to allow us to do that. So we're going to go ahead and call this video here. We're going to resume with the next zone in the next video, so be sure to look out for that. Until then, thanks for watching. See you, bye.